So, I'm not married to this idea, but advertising legend George Lois once said, "If you think people are dumb, you'll spend the rest of your life doing dumb work." Your assumptions about people become the ceiling for your work. If you believe people have short attention spans, you'll create louder content. If you believe, that people need more explanation, you'll over-explain. And if you think that people can't think for themselves, then you'll never give them a chance to. To be really, really honest with you, I think that great creative work starts with respect. Respect that they can think for themselves, respect that they can connect the dots, respect that they have curiosity, and finally, respect that they enjoy discovering ideas and not just mindlessly consuming information all day. One of the best examples of this is actually Volkswagen's extremely famous campaign called Think Small. I think it was launched in 1959. At the time, American car advertising was really loud.
This is the Classic, the new Rambler Classic, the brand new 61 Rambler Classic.
Big headlines, big claims, bigger cars. Volkswagen did the exact opposite. A tiny Beetle sat in the corner of the page surrounded by white space. Think small. Something about good copywriting just excites me. And side note, if you're like some legendary copywriter who wants to take me under their wing, please send me a DM. Thank you very much. Anyway, back to Volkswagen. It wasn't asking for attention. Instead, it was inviting curiosity. The copy eventually explained why being small was an advantage. Easier to park, better on fuel, more practical in general. But the genius didn't start there. It trusted the audience enough to stop, ask a question, and then keep reading. And that is the difference. Great advertising isn't about trying hard to get people to understand. I think great advertising is the art of making people want to understand. And despite that campaign being almost 70 years old, I think it still stands true today, even with social media. Honestly, it's never been more relevant. Today, we're obsessed with optimizing everything. Optimizing the hook, optimizing the thumbnail, optimizing the title, optimizing the bloody algorithm, if you could. Those things matter. Yes, of course they do, because that's the world that we live in, but they're not the work. Think about the best movie trailers you've ever seen.
Oh, you fellas?
It's him.
Do we proceed?
Yes.
He is still
Only human.
They never tell you the entire story, because if they did, then maybe something would happen with the sales, maybe they would drop. Instead, they give you fragments, a character, a line of dialogue, a scene that doesn't make any sense. And before you know it, your brain has already started writing theories. It's like trying to connect the dots, trying to make out the story. Like The Godfather. Like a story you just can't refuse. And that means you're participating. You're no longer just watching. I think the same thing applies when building a personal brand. The goal isn't to explain everything about yourself. It's to make people want to keep discovering more about you. And that's why the best creators don't feel that they're publishing isolated videos. Every upload feels like another chapter. And in every chapter, they answer a question while secretly making up or creating another question. Curiosity gets people to click. But unfortunately, curiosity alone is not enough. But that's okay, because Daniel Kahneman came up with this thing called the peak end theory. If you don't know him, you should look him up. Did you look him up? Yeah. His research found that we don't remember things by an average. We judge them largely by their emotional peak and how they end. I needed that. Think about the last incredible film you watched. I watched Obsession. Did you watch Obsession? Anyway, you probably don't remember every scene, but you remember the twist, you remember the insane monologue that lasted 5 minutes or 10 minutes, and you remember the final shot. Yet, creators spend all their time and energy into the first 3 seconds because the hook is everything. But it isn't. I like to think of the hook as an invitation and the ending as the memory. If your hook is incredible, but your video slowly fades into nothing, Yes, you'll earn views because it still counts if they watch, your video for the first 5 seconds or so. But we know that these days views aren't as important a metric as like shares, saves, comments, because those actually signify that the audience actually resonated with the content. So what I'm trying to say is you probably won't earn fans, and fans are what build careers. Think Alex Hormozy, Alex Earl, Stephen Bartlett. And that's the difference between just chasing trends and building your own signature series. I think that anyone can recreate a viral format and anyone can jump on the trend of the week, especially if you're chronically online. But a signature series asks a much harder question. Why would someone come back next week? Not because the algorithm recommended you, I'm not talking about the algorithm, because they genuinely want to know what happens next. Think about Risa Tisa's 50 episode series about who the did I marry. I think that's a very good example. What I'm trying to say is building a brand is not just about repetition, it's about how you're remembered. George Lois actually understood something decades before YouTube even existed. People don't enjoy being talked at. They enjoy participating, they enjoy connecting the dots, and they enjoy solving puzzles. I think people enjoy feeling trusted. And if you think your audience is dumb, you'll explain everything. You'll overproduce, you'll overwrite, you'll oversell. But if you believe that your audience is curious, you'll allow them the space. You'll create tension instead of just, noise. Questions instead of answers, and stories instead of just information. And that's the kind of work that people don't just watch, they remember it. So how about it, Steve? You're gonna build that brand, Susan? Or are you gonna keep blaming the algorithm, Gary? Anyway, see you next time.